America. I think we must accept that as fact, because truly and fundamentally it was a new order. Nothing like it. We must accept it because the new order spread into almost every world. It had acquired, led the world, order of the ages. To destroy it after its relatively short trial, you and I, who served in the period of the World War, have faced in later years unpatriotic efforts by some of our own countrymen to make us believe that the sacrifices made by our own nation were wholly in vain. 100 years from now, historians will brand such efforts as puny and false. 100 years from now, historians will say rightly that the World War preserved the new order of the ages for at least a generation, a full 20 years, and that if of 1918 had been successful in military victory over the associated nations, resistance on behalf of democracy in 1940 would have been wholly impossible. And so America is proud of its share in maintaining the era of democracy in that war in which we took part. America is proud of you who served and ever will be proud. I, for one, do not believe that the era of democracy in human affairs can or ever will be snuffed out in our lifetime. I, for one, do not believe that mere force will be successful in sterilizing the seeds which have taken such firm root as a harbinger of better lives for mankind. I, for one, do not believe that the world will revert either to a modern form of ancient slavery or to controls vested in modern feudalism or modern emperors or modern dictators or modern oligarchs in these days. I, for one, do believe that the very people under their iron heels will themselves rebel. After all, what are a few months or even a few years in the lifetime of any of us? We, alive today, live and think in terms of our grandparents and our own parents and ourselves and our children, yes, and our grandchildren. We alive today, not in the existent democracies alone, but also among the populations of the smaller nations already overrun. We are thinking in the larger terms of the maintenance of the new order to which we have been accustomed and in which we intend to continue. Time has marched on. We recognize certain facts of 1940 which did not exist in 1918. A need for the elimination of aggressive armament, a need for the breaking down of barriers in a more closely knitted world, a need for restoring honor in the written and the spoken word. We recognize that the processes of democracy must be greatly improved in order that we may attain those purposes. But over and above the present, over and above this moment, we recognize and salute the eternal verities that lie with us in the future of mankind. You, young men of 1917 and 1918, you helped to preserve those truths of democracy for our generation. We still unite. We still strive mightily to preserve intact that new order of the ages founded by the fathers of America.
And we all remember from The Matrix that choice. You can take that blue pill and just coast through life, going to the shopping mall, watching TV, and not knowing what's going on. Or